I'm Mishima Yuki, and you're listening to the Giant Sword Podcast, home of the second biggest group of Phantom Thieves ever. The first being me. Keck.
Hello, and welcome to this week's Giant Sword Podcast. I'm your party leader, Nick Lynn. To my side are my noble and hairy are Taylor Hoyt.
What up?
Maddie Lynn.
Hello.
Hello.
The tail's none.
I was watching myself and I realized they couldn't see my face. They could only see like Rokuro and Velvet, and I was like, I'm just gonna hold it like this.
Who and who? Velvet and Rokuro?
Rokuro.
Who's Rokuro?
He's this demon guy.
Oh, is he the dude with the scar face? No, he doesn't have a scar. Never mind.
Okay. Play the damn game, Taylor. That's what
Taylor.
you can do.
Nah, I'm playing a damn...
You're playing a game that
Final Hallway
is damned, but you know.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll get onto that later.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's damned. Do you need an exorcism? I'm a nun, you know.
You are a nun. Please.
I could purge you. It's here. By all means, take this game that's right here. Play it.
I think I'd rather play Zysteria than 13 right now.
oh yeah, or play or watch that.
Or watch this.
And then play
this
that.
is great.
Watch Zysteria and then play Berseria.
Yeah, that's a good combo.
You guys should watch Pop Team Epic.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Do you know what that is?
No, that
it's a
one
really
way over
weird
my
anime.
head.
We're talking about games, and you just put out some random anime.
But it's not. It's a seasonal anime going on right now. It has lots of game references in it. Pop tippy peek.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I want the one with the GBs. All right, let's move on. Let's start.
Okay.
What is the news today, Taylor's?
The news. There's only really a couple pieces of big news, and then we got a bunch of release dates. So the big news is Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition was announced, and alongside a PC release date of March 6th. So both are coming out on the same day.
Oh, sounds like
So if you don't know what Royal Edition is, the Royal Edition is basically the Game of the Year Complete Edition. Has all the DLC, plus it has some added things, and there's a bit of controversy that we can talk about. So here's what it includes. The Royal Edition has totally new stuff. It adds a new dungeon, Insomnia City Ruins, so like basically the end of the game.
I'll be honest, when I read that, I was like, wait, the beginning of the game? Like, you started Insomnia like it should? And then I read Ruins.
They expanded the end of the game. That's pretty much what they did.
Yeah.
Well, the end of the game was rushed as well. So.
Yeah. As far as the trailer show, there were 3 new bosses in said place. So that boat that you take to the big port city, I can never remember that city's name.
No. I was going to say list all of them, but...
Leviathan City?
Yeah, the Leviathan City.
Oh, God. That's going to bug me now.
Wow.
We know what
Help
it is.
us out, chat. We're terrible. But anyway, that boat that you take there, you can like control the boat now. Which I don't know what the point is. I don't know if there's islands.
There was like a huge cutscene of you riding... Not cutscene. Like, you just rode the boat and people would talk, and that's it.
So I don't know what the point of controlling the boat is outside of just like giving you more
just
control.
Just because you can. That's
okay,
it.
all right.
There's nothing special. Just like that off-roading car. Why? Because you can.
It's like when you have a choice between choosing...
Altissia,
yes.
Right, thank you.
It's like when you have the choice between riding the horse and riding the motorbike, Nick.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It is exactly
Or you
that.
can just hang glide everywhere. If we're talking about Zelda.
We're not.
Oh, but there's also a boat.
I just realized that, but Nick knows what I was trying to do.
I knew exactly what you're talking about.
I can't say it because...
Cold Steel?
Because Dragon Ball Z, actually.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, I don't know what this means. There's a new action armature, which I don't know. I think they made it sound like the Leviathan fight where you're like flying around all crazy. Maybe you can do that.
I can't do that. My voice is gone.
First person mode?
What?
Why?
Why?
That is the question. It's like, stop wasting your time, Square Enix, and create freaking story.
Yeah, I don't know. First person mode, and then it also includes all the season pass content. Now
So
here's the part. This is a really weird odyssey with this whole thing. So originally it was announced that all that new content I just said can be purchased if you own the base game for $20.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then they retracted it, saying saying that price was listed in an error and no final price has been given for the upgrade. Because people were pretty mad. Like, that doesn't sound like a lot of content for $20. So people were pretty mad about that.
I thought people were going to be mad about the second season pass.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. This isn't even like the full edition because they're going to have a whole second season of content. They've already announced, so.
They're waiting for the Uber Legendary Edition.
The Uber Royalty Edition.
Yeah, we've been joking on the Discord. I think Mr. Fatag is like, yeah, I'll wait till 2020 when it's all done. I'll get that version. Because I want to replay the game when everything's done, but it's going to be a while.
Yep. We have games to hold us off.
Ow.
Yeah, we'll be busy between now and then, but all of us, I would say, would once it's all done, we all want to replay it.
Yeah.
You guys should use the wait mode. It's fantastic.
Well, now we have the ability to switch characters. That'll be interesting.
I want
still
more
gonna
magic.
stick with
They're gonna add a magic update, right? Where it's like, oh, all this magic you're missing, holy and cure and all that.
No, you use
it's
holy.
coming back.
You use holy.
I know, once.
You use holy, Nick, but holy's in the game. They can't take it out of the game.
Okay, Asuna, protect, shell,
All that stuff, yeah.
poison, frog.
Yeah, would be nice.
Would be nice. Make summons, predictable, not random.
Yeah, I don't like how they did the summons. Weird thing. So this X8 saga never ends. So originally it was announced that the localization patch, and the PC release were going to come on the same day of January 30th. Mm-hmm. And now the PC release date has been delayed again indefinitely. And now we were talking about this before the podcast. That does not mean it's infinitely delayed. It's just they don't know when it's going to be ready.
Yes. That's what a lot of people always miss. It's like, indefinitely delayed. That means it's never coming out. It's like, no, it just does not have a set date where it's coming out anymore.
So I'm going to try this. This is a really long statement. If you go to Gematsu, they have the whole thing, but I'll read some of it so we can kind of get an idea of what the reasoning behind it was. But it says, to all of you who have been waiting anxiously for the PC release of X8 Lacrimosa of Dana, we have a very regrettable announcement. We are once again pushing the release date to an as of yet indeterminate date. We sincerely apologize for this delay. We'd like to explain in detail the reason why. Low frame rate issues and memory leak problems were apparent from the earliest PC builds we received. To help these, we looked into the drawing processes, which led to an overall improvement in performance. However, we are still encountering frame rate drops in specific circumstances. Like I said, it goes pretty far.
So they extensively say why they're delaying it.
Yeah, lots of bugs. Yeah, there's a whole thing. If you really want to know the deals, basically it just sounds like it just wasn't up to snuff. So they're delaying it again.
And people are mad at that because they were saying, oh, NISA was trying just to rush a port, and now they effed up, and now we're all mad. And I'm like, guys, stop.
Well, what's interesting? I don't really think they do ports. They just localize stuff. So if you really want to get mad at somebody, get mad at Falcom, because they're probably the ones doing the bulk of the porting, I think.
No.
No?
No.
How do you know that?
Because XC does the ports for the PC Trails games.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm wrong then.
Yes, you are.
yes, you are. So anyway, that's been a weird thing. Like, they've really bungled this whole game in a lot of ways. Like, I know you guys had no problems. I feel like most people had no problems with the game. I didn't. I just fell off it, not because of the localization.
You fell off it because it wasn't handing you stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maddie.
Yeah.
So he agrees with me.
Yeah. So what?
Oh,
what
am
are
I
you
supposed
doing?
to comment on why you dropped X8?
No, I'm just thought like you've been talking about this Nightmare Hummel run for a long time.
Can't wait.
So why you're waiting for the
localization patch.
Okay, so next month.
Yeah, so she could see what's different when she plays it.
I could hear the new Hummel, which I don't know. I'm scared to see what it sounds like, but
it's dark. It's deep voice
Sean. And then I'm just gonna run through that game with only Hummel, except for that one chapter where you can't.
You're forced to.
And we'll be sad. But yeah, solo Nightmare Hummel run is coming.
Nice.
Check out my stream at Killed in Nerd Rage.
There you go.
Plugged.
Plug.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So basically now we've just got a bunch of release dates, because this is the beginning of the year is like foolish, but we didn't really know when a lot of these games are coming out. So speaking of NIS, they had a little NIS Direct, I guess you could call it, where they were like announcing some games, and they announced that I don't know why they're doing this, but they're doing a remake of the original Disgaea.
Cool.
No date or platform were announced, but they basically said they're going to do a remake. And which is interesting is they've done a direct sequel on PS3, I believe. Yeah, Disgaea D2 Eternal Darkness or something like that. I forget what it was called. But
D2 Brighter darkness.
Brighter darkness. All right, I knew there was darkness in there. So that'll be interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of done with this guy. All the games kind of blend into one to me.
First one, I like the first one the most. But what they're doing is just they're making it in HD. Because Disgaea 3 was HD because it was on PS3, but the sprites were still all...
You could tell it.
But then
look right.
in Disgaea 4, they were like really crisp. So
Okay.
they're probably going to do that.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be a good game on Switch. I feel like the Switch version of Disgaea 5 kind of saved the series because it got released on PS4. I don't really think it sold very well, but then it was a really early Switch release, and I think it sold like really well. So
It saved the series. Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I'm serious.
they're never gonna make a Disgaea 6. It's never gonna happen. Never.
Just like Rune Factory 5.
Never gonna happen. Yeah.
I love... I think Xseed posted something about Rune Factory 4 or something like that. And then like I see a bunch of copies like I don't care. Where's Rune Factory 5?
Yeah.
It was
Yep.
great.
Yep. Interesting. Okay, so here's a bunch of release dates. So Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey Redux for 3DS releases on May 15th. Do you guys care about that game at all?
What's a 3DS?
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my gosh. Stop. Somebody's texting me like crazy. I'm going to turn on silent mode. I'm kind of done with the 3DS except with a few games, so
Still gotta get.
Are you guys interested in the new Shin Megami Tensei? Because it's not really... I'm talking to our
the
watchers.
audience.
But yeah,
No.
I've never really played those.
Yeah, neither
And I
have
want to get into them.
They're kind of they're basic dungeon crawlers with.
It's perfect. It's all gameplay and no story. Perfect for you.
Yeah, that's why I loved Etrian Odyssey actually. You know, that's kind of in the same vein. You know, chibi cutesy anime dungeon crawler. It was really awesome. And then I thought I would like Persona Q because it's the same team, but it's so hard. It's super hard.
Oh, the game's too hard for you, Taylor?
It's too hard.
Can't have any difficulty. None at all.
He has to be
it's
able to
not
turn
like
it off?
I beat Bloodborne and these scrubs haven't even started it yet. So it's not like I have to prove my difficult gameness. So that's fine. So next, I'm actually really excited about this. Me and Crafty, and we're talking about this in the Discord. Mercenary Saga Chronicles is coming to Switch in February. It's a collection of 3 strategy RPGs from like an indie Japanese developer, and it looks really cool. They're all like $5 each, I guess, but they're 10 to 15 hour long.
It looks real cool because it looks like doesn't look like Tactics. It looks like Tactics Ogre.
Okay, meaning what?
Just there's difference.
What's the difference?
Tactics has a unique, just has a unique style to it. Okay. Tactics Ogre is different.
Okay.
Come on, you can totally tell.
I mean, you can, but I wanted to know what you meant by that. Tactics Ogre is a little more generic, I guess.
Not really generic. It just has a different feel to it.
Okay. But yeah, no, it looks cool. I want to try it out just for the sake, and it's cheap. I want to say the full game's only gonna be like $15.
There is one reason why you want it, and it's on Switch.
That too.
Yeah.
Gotta get it. If it's on Switch, gotta get it.
Gotta buy it.
Gotta buy it.
It's on Switch. Gotta buy it.
And then this game, I did not like the first one, but the Witch in the Hundred Night 2 launches on March 27th. I think it's a PS4 and PC game.
The first one's on PS4.
Yeah, they remastered the first one. Yeah,
So we got to play it, and you got to play it with me.
It's not good.
That's what you think.
Yeah, I know because I played it and it's not.
That's what he.
Yeah, you haven't played it, so it's like they're trying to do this like weird isometric like Diablo thing, but it's in a forest and there's just trees everywhere and you can't see where you're going. And then like you think the Xenoblade menus are bad, like the UI is all over the place. Like it's so hard to like figure out what you're supposed to do, where you're supposed to go.
When did I say that Xenoblade menus are bad?
I'm saying it.
Okay.
They're crazy. The UI maybe in X, maybe in X2 or. Excuse me, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, they're better, but in X, it was insane. Like, the entire screen was filled with UI. It was nuts.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm saying it. Yeah.
This is my opinion. I'm saying it.
Yes, I'm putting my fist down. That's it. Kind of a light week for news. I feel like, it's the beginning of the year. We got to talk about the biggest announcement of the week, Nick. Nintendo Labo.
No.
We get $80 cardboard.
I don't care. The biggest announcement of the week is Majin Android 21.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. That was interesting. I'm like, isn't Android 21 an Android? How did she turn it in Majin? But whatever.
We'll see in the story. We don't know.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. and everyone's super freaking out about her because she's super sexy apparently.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, there was a lot of people like I saw this one article. Like I hate the backlash to it was like a little much, but there was this writer that was like, I wish there were more female representation in Dragon Ball Fighters. I'm like, there just really isn't that many female characters in Dragon Ball. Period.
I know.
Like I'm trying to think of there's Android 18. And like that's it.
There's a lot of female characters. They're just not the
they're
fighters.
not
They're not
fighters. Yeah, they're
fighters.
not fighters. Like I'm not. I've said this before. I'm not just saying this to like whatever be a cuck or whatever. But like Bulma is like one of my favorite characters in Super. She's so funny.
Yeah,
and she has like such an important role in the story as far as like I don't know what the word is, but she's like the little. She takes, gets food for Beerus and what's his other name? Whis. Yeah, like she kind of saves the planet in a way because she's like buttering him up, like, oh, let me take you to all the best food and stuff like that. So, if Bulma could fight, that'd be amazing.
Well, there are
Because
female
I know.
fighters now.
Yeah,
They're just all at the end of Super.
Khalifa and all that stuff. And isn't there like a female Brawly or something weird?
Yeah, Kale.
Kale. Is spinach in there too?
Wow.
I mean, I think they're all named after vegetables.
Really?
Kale and then Khalifa, like cauliflower.
Well, yeah, Kakarot.
Oh,
Yeah, all Saiyans are named.
All
after
Saiyans are named after vegetables.
vegetables.
yeah. Pickle. Oh,
No, Saiyans.
dang it! I was trying.
Good try.
He is green though.
He is green. I'm the pickle monster.
Pickle always reminds me of that thing where it's just a floating pickle in the,
Oh,
in
yeah.
the with the piccolo stuff on.
A piccolo. It's a flash animation.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's Dragon Ball P.
Yeah, Dragon Ball PP.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stupid one.
those are good.
Dragon Ball P.
My ears.
Yeah, that one. All right, guys.
Anyway, so speaking of Dragon Ball, the beta, there was a final beta this week, right?
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about that? I want to make sure you get your talk in because we're gonna ramble about Monster Hunter a lot, but I want to make sure you get your Dragon Ball Z fighters.
I mean, I played it a couple times.
Also, people are interested in what you think about Xenoblade 2.
That's after your.
We'll
Monster
get
Hunter.
there.
We'll get there.
Oh.
We've
We'll
got
talk.
some-
We'll talk about Xenoblade 2.
I thought that's under what we've been playing, but okay.
I know,
It
but you
is.
guys are gonna be talking about Monster Hunter a lot.
Yes, we will.
So,
We'll talk about the betas first, and then we'll double back.
I've been playing this fighting game. It's really awesome. It's called Street
Called
Fighter
Arena.
Arena.
I don't know what it is.
Arcade edition?
Whatever. It's called After
No,
Effects.
After Effects. Yeah, Street Fighter After Effects.
That would be a cool name for it.
No, the Dragon Ball Fighters beta came out. It's fine. It's fun.
It's fine. It's a
It's
game.
fine. I've
I-
only been playing for
because
2 weeks straight.
I didn't play it that much. I played a couple of matches,
Mm.
and I was like, okay, I got my fill of the beta. I know how it feels like. I just don't want to get mad at it because I couldn't train, and I need to train first too.
Yeah, I saw in that one video you had that same combo down there. Like there's one combo that seems like you launch, you go after him, Kamehameha. Like you were doing that a lot.
Yeah, that was the only thing I figured out. Was that, and then the Frieza combo where
Yeah.
you knock up, hit, shoot his ball down, and then use his super. But
Yeah.
I kept dropping them, and I couldn't. I was like, I need to figure out how to play this game before I even play against people.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer that there's no
I'm
training.
not good enough to like instantly pick it up and like, okay, I know how to do everything. I can't do that. I have to practice hours and hours and hours before I get
That's
stuff.
how you do it.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, and I rage a lot in Street Fighter.
Yeah, apparently Maddie's been hearing it.
You guys should be hearing it.
I can't hear it. But...
Dang it. Just playing the Monster Hunter, and then I'm yelling, and then from the side you just hear, "Oh my god, I hit that! What the hell?"
Yep.
I'm just like, yep, we're both yelling.
It's just like, how is that safe?
Yeah.
Like that.
How
Yeah.
is that safe?
Yeah. You don't know fighting games.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
using fighting lingo.
How is that safe?
How is that safe? Like he would throw out a move and then I would counter it with a quick jab, but for some reason he's able to hit me instead, and I'm like, that shouldn't be safe.
Hmm.
So you shouldn't be able to hit me.
I see. Well,
Talk about your monster.
yeah,
Hunter.
Monster Hunter Worlds. Okay, so I've
What
been-
is that game?
It's a game where you hunt monsters.
Really?
Yeah, and it's in beta right now.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
No, okay. I was actually curious to hear your thoughts on this because
My
I
thoughts.
want to know what you kind of thought about the game or what your expectations were before you played it, and now having played every monster in the beta many times over, like have your expectations shifted and what you thought the game was? How has it changed?
So I pulled a Nick, and I went in I sat down, I went like this and said, I have no
Oh,
expectations.
don't give me that crap. You had none? What did you think the game
WoW
was going to
Raid.
play like?
WoW Raid boss.
Okay. And was it like
It was a false.
It wasn't a WoW Raid
No,
boss?
I'm joking. I'm just remembering when I was yelling. I was just like, in WoW Raids, this doesn't happen. You're like, this is Monster Hunter. I'm like, I want WoW back. Because I think that night when I started, I had actually just finished playing WoW Raiding.
That's right, yeah.
And I hopped in and I was like, okay, guys, you're like, we're going to do this fight. And I'm like, all right. And I hop in and I'm like, how do I move? Like, I was doing my bow and like I don't know how Smash or anybody who actually knows what they were doing was watching me play, because I feel like there is internal pain when I was rewatching myself after playing for only 3 hours, and I'm like, that's pathetic.
Because you were just quick firing arrows.
No, I was like, I wasn't looking at my stamina at all. I was just like, okay, R2 is pull back, so this is use arrows, but I have to like move my body. I didn't know that L2 was aim or anything, so I was like running around like this and like turning my whole body to try and fire an arrow. Now you watch me, I'm pretty damn good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started with the bow, and I was like, what is this? You jump in and you're like, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm like,
it doesn't
I don't
explain
know.
anything.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You jump in and you're like, and we gotta fight a monster. Good luck. And I was like, okay. So slowly throughout like an hour, I figured out how to aim with a bow. And I was just mentioning, like, I'd sit there and like try and do menus and stuff because I couldn't figure out anything. And I was like, okay, this is cool. We stopped like after an hour and a half. And then the next day came and Smash was like, go into training mode. I'm like, okay. And it's like, training mode. This tells you everything about the weapon. I'm like, oh, this is how you learn how to play. You don't just jump into a hunt right away.
Yeah, I mean, we could.
We could, yeah.
It's
But Taylor was like, I really want to figure out how to launch myself in it with a katana. I'm like, I'm going to figure that out first.
I think you did.
I did. Did it in front of you. And you're like, Maddie, how do you do that? And I'm like, I can't explain it right now, man.
We're fighting
like
Nergigante.
you're fighting a huge dragon. He's like...
Spiky Dargan.
Spiky Dargan.
Yeah, watching the first rounds was painful, apparently someone said.
Yeah, I bet. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, EM. Yeah, we were trying to figure out. Eventually,
I didn't know what I was doing.
We got a good weapon combo to finally take him down.
Yeah, and I'm so sad.
And Maddie, we can't figure out if it's her internet or her PS4, but she has to. So when you beat the quests in the beta, you're given like a little reward pack or whatever in the full game
to pick up for the full game.
And every time we would complete a quest, Maddie would get like some kind of internal error, and it wouldn't let her complete it and get all the quest goodies.
So we beat the hardest monster in the beta, and we were all like, oh my god, we finally did it. And then we were like, woo, yay. And then I hit X, and so like, a server error. I'm sorry, but we can't connect, so you can't claim the save data. And since you can't claim the save data, you cannot get this pack. Sorry. And then you hit X, and it's like, yep, you didn't complete it. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it was very sad
and then everyone
times.
in Discord laughed at me.
We weren't laughing at you.
You were
We were kind of laughing at the situation.
Laughing with me.
Yeah.
As I
Laughing at your pain.
I picked up my.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry. So.
Yeah, it's true. but yeah. So far, it's fun because I can fight things multiple times and not get tired of it, even without being able to craft anything, which is like a big part of that game. It's like harvesting and getting mats and creating stuff to fight the monsters, and it's just like, here's the set, deal with it, and you don't have to do anything. I can't wait till I'm able to do things besides run in and fight monsters. Especially with the bow, because it's kind of highly dependent on your various coatings you get.
Yeah.
And it gives you like a limited amount of like my paralysis, like gives you paralysis and power. And I'm like, man, for this dragon, if I had like, blast, I'm sure it'd get the armor down, or if I could poison, it'd be a lot easier. Yeah. So I can't wait to actually get the game, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's good to hear that you don't mind the loop of it, because that is the loop, is fighting monsters over and over, getting their parts, crafting better armor, going to the next one. That's the loop.
Yep.
I give it a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
For him, not for me.
No way, man. I'm way into this. This is giving me. I keep saying this is giving me old WoW vibes. It's because everybody else is playing. If I was playing this by myself, yeah, I'd give it a couple weeks. I'd beat the game and I'd be done with it. But there's nothing coming out that I'm like dying to play until like Ni no Kuni or whatever. So as long as there's people on the Discord that want to play, I'll be excited.
We have quite a few
Experts.
Yes.
We only beat the dragon when someone walked in. It was Abram, and he's just like, "Guys, go eat." We're like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Go to this place, hit X, you can eat food, and it gives you buffs." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you guys never ate?
No.
We didn't know it was a thing. It didn't tell us.
Done.
Shut up. Yeah. So it's just like, yeah, we ate, and then we beat the Elder Dargon in 2 more attempts. It was
Yeah,
like,
it was awesome.
that was pretty cool.
I had the iron gun lance, and I was charging my laser. It was amazing.
It's not gonna get old, is it?
No.
Yeah, I had the bow. Yeah.
I'm trying to think our build. I think me and Abram both had the iron gun lance, and then Wandy had the dual blades. Then you had your bow.
I had my bow.
When we beat it, okay. So when we finally beat it, I'm like, oh my god.
Well, this thing is, when we finally beat it, he like slammed his paw down, right? And then the menu came up, and I was like, did I die? Did we just lose? Which is why in stream I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And then I hear one cheering, and I'm like, oh, we did it.
Yeah. Oh, that was so satisfying to finally get him down. That is the feeling that I hope to chase in this game. Is like I hope we don't just one shot every monster. I hope we like run into walls against certain ones. So then when we finally overcome it,
I'm sure
it
at the
just feels
beginning we
amazing.
will, because we're gonna be stuck with nothing.
I bet
We
you
have to build.
The terrible gear.
that dragon that you're fighting right now is probably extremely easy in the later games. You're really like,
You have
wow, I
fear.
can't believe we had so much trouble with that dragon.
Because we had the Dargon. We had nothing.
Well, a couple people soloed him, so it can't be that hard. But we just
Yeah, it's because I knew all the tools. Like, I only started using items yesterday, like putting down bombs or using the poison or paralysis knives when they're wounded and running away. You're just like, paralysis knife, paralysis knife, paralysis knife, and hopefully you get 1 paralysis in. It's like, oh, okay, so all these things, you do different strategies and all this fun stuff. And then I tab through, and it's like, and there's like a fishing net and a capture net. Like, I
There's
don't know
all
what
kinds
any
of
of this stuff does, but I'm
Yeah.
sure it's great.
Yeah, no, there will be a lot to do. Like, I feel like part of it too is going to be we have to grind the parts on our own. Like the Great Jagras, everybody could probably solo that thing. So like just grinding that out, grinding parts out for your your bows and food and whatever. So like the prep will be awesome. It'll be cool to once or twice a week or whenever somebody's on, just to
I have a
do the
feeling
bigger
within the
challenges.
first month it's going to just be like, okay, who's on? We're hunting.
Yeah, basically.
It's not going to be like, okay, at this time we're doing this. It's like, okay, who's on? Do a roll call. All right, we're going.
Well, I think based on the Discord, there's enough, I think, for 2 full parties, depending on how many people are going to buy the game.
It depends on if we're all on at the same time, though.
Yeah, that's
So it's
true.
kind of just like filling in and out depending on time zones and who's busy and who's
We have
not.
we have some plebs who live not in California.
That's
What
true.
plebs? Not in New California.
New California. But yeah, there's like people like Mr. Vitagu's in Germany, so there's like people like in all over the place. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But very, very, oh god, it was fun. Overcoming that final challenge was great, and even when we got Kathleen in there and we were fighting the engine.
Kathleen going in there was awesome. I
Yeah.
loved it. We were all talking, and she was just we were like running around, and I was on dual blades, so I wasn't like.
Was
the
she
best.
playing or was she
Yeah,
talking?
she was playing.
Oh,
Yeah.
She ran in with dual blades, and it was great. And there's like a part where the dino like jumped up, and we lost sight. And I was like, "Guys, where's the dino?" We're all like running around in circles, and I figure it out. And I'm like, "Guys, this way." And he had to like jump down and show everybody. And he was asleep, and so we all planted bombs around him.
Blew it up.
Blued him up.
Yep. Oh, it's gonna be fun.
It's fun times.
And what's cool too is there's no classes. It's like anybody can switch to any weapon. Like I feel like for messing around, I love the bug glaive. Like you don't do a lot of damage, but I love just launching myself and flying all over the place.
I'm sure maybe if you upgrade it, you would do a lot of damage.
It could be. Maybe I'm just not doing the combos right or whatever.
Maybe you just suck.
I think it was funny when you guys were playing and then everyone joined the voice chat and then we just started talking about Street Fighter when you were playing.
yeah. Like you and Ty were just like, yeah. So what about T-Hawk and what about Vega? I'm like, what is happening?
It's happening. That's
Just
why there was that part where me and Smash and Wandy started playing. I was like, you guys want to get into the other chat where
Yeah, I
there's not
noticed
4
that.
people randomly talking? And you're like, yeah.
Yeah, I saw the
It was-
guys switch and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
was
You
very
could have joined. I don't know why you stopped.
I don't know
Playing.
what happened. I think I had to do something or I was tired or
And then afterwards,
we
you
had
joined
an-
the stream and you're all like, do you want a hand? And I was like, I mean, yeah, I don't know why you
We
left.
had a good Street Fighter talk. It was fun.
That's good.
nice.
And I was playing Xenoblade 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you're having a lot of fun with this game. Let's talk about a game that you're not having a lot of fun about with.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 13.
Final Hallway?
Final Hallway 13. Like I heard all the jokes and all the memes and everything going into this game. Like, yeah, it's literally just hallways and cutscenes and Hope's annoying and the game's playing itself and all that stuff. And I'm just like, it's all true. I didn't want it to be true, but it is.
And they're talking about stuff that I don't know what they're talking about.
That part is actually, that's the one thing I'll say is not that bad, is the Lassie and Falsey and all that stuff. Like, give it an hour and read the data logs.
Yeah, you have to read the data logs.
And then it's fine. Like, it's not that bad. But I just don't care about anything that's happening. The combat is super repetitive. The
There's
gear system makes no sense. Like, you'll randomly get gear and you have to upgrade your gear, like with parts. Like, you'll kill monsters and you feed the parts into your weapons, and that gives it experience and it levels it up. But the problem is you don't get enough parts to upgrade it often enough, and you never get gil. Like, you never have gil, so you can't buy parts ever. So it's like it's a stupid system.
Don't you love the shops? They're just floating orbs everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. There's these floating orbs everywhere. Yeah.
Have you got Shiva yet?
Yeah, I got Shiva. I have Odin as well, and I think I just got. I forget its name, but I got Zaz's summon. I forget what it's called. But I will say, Vanille is a holy angel from heaven, and nobody can say a bad word about her.
I can. She's annoying.
No, she's the best.
I hate her.
She's the best Final Fantasy character. I don't care what anybody says.
She has a huge, weird, antler staff.
Yeah, I don't get what that weapon is. It's like a staff that has little balls on the end with strings, and she throws it at the enemy and pulls it back, and it does damage somehow. It's the weirdest weapon.
It is a weird weapon.
Doesn't make it. It's a Final Fantasy ass weapon if I've ever seen one.
Mm-hmm.
It's up there with the Blitzball.
It's worse when no. I think the worst parts of the game that I played was the Vanille Hope parts, just because of Hope.
Yeah, Hope is such an annoying.
I don't like you, Snow.
Yeah. Oh God, he does that for a very long time.
Yep.
But with Vanille, she's just so hopelessly optimistic. Come on, get up and we'll make it happen. We just got to keep going. She got this amazing Australian accent. Yep.
You're scaring me, Taylor.
Yeah, it's great. That's the only thing keeping me going. Everything else is trash.
It's going to get to the point where the world opens up and you'll be like, I like this game now.
Nah.
I'm going to laugh if you do that.
Probably not. No, it just there's such, you can see the potential. Like me and Mr. Photographer were talking about this. There's such potential for something good. The actual world design is interesting. The production values are there, but just walking down hallways sucks.
That's just
It's called Final Hallway.
Yeah.
That is just the Final Fantasy 13 name. It has potential.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what Final Fantasy 15 is.
I thought that was Final Fantasy 15, yeah.
No, Final Fantasy 15 is 13, technically.
It was called
It's
Versus
13.
13. Yeah. But it's
wasted potential. All this has potential, but
15 is a way better game than 13, though. I'll say. I haven't beat 13, but I'm just gonna say, right off the bat, it's not even close.
Has 10 years of development for it.
Oh.
7 of those 10 years,
Or
they were
just
probably
wasted.
barely working on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really bad. I think I also have a skewed perspective because I just came off 12, which I really liked, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, 13 can't be that bad. Oh, it is.
Oh.
And there was talk Smash and Devil were saying I might start this up again, or it might have been Spaghetti too. And they're yeah, I want to play that in 13 too. And I'm I was even entertaining the idea. Josh was talking about how much he liked 13 too, and I'm I don't think I want to waste any more time with this.
But your Lightning sister and you
Voiced by the girl who voices Rise, so it's you're playing as Rise the whole time. Yeah.
Just do they run that?
They do. Vanille runs she does that run. I don't get that. Nobody runs like that in real life.
Have you been to Japan before?
I have. Have you?
No.
I haven't seen anybody run like that.
I wonder if people will actually run like that. Just ask a
what?
random
The
person.
girls.
The girls run like this?
The girl run.
Yeah.
That's not...
In Japan, not here.
Oh, so we're going to go... She's not in here.
We're gonna ask random people, and it's hey, you run, and see if they do it.
Learn how to say that in Japanese.
Okay, that's pretty. You could do that. It's called Google.
Yeah.
Ohio gozaimasu.
Do you have any gozaimasu?
Gozaimasu.
Nice face, Maddie.
Mm-hmm.
What game? What were you playing? Another game?
Not really. No, I beat 12. I've been playing 13.
I'm playing a game.
That's it. What have you been playing, Maddie?
I play Skyrim.
That's all she's been playing, really.
It's so
That's all
much
she's
fun.
been playing. Skyrim and
Skyrim, Monster Hunter.
and she hasn't finished Tokyo
And I'm going to
Xanadu.
jump into Tokyo Xanadu this week before Monster Hunter comes out.
Nice.
I'm going to binge it Tuesday. I'm going to binge it Thursday.
You got to be near the end, right?
No, I'm in the middle.
I'm only 100 hours in. It's only
I'm 40 hours in and I'm in the middle. I just finished the intermission.
about 300 hours in. I'm only just finishing
Granted,
the intro.
about probably...
I had to talk to every NPC like 5,000 times.
Okay. No.
But 10 of these hours have been in the arcade.
Okay.
Because it's fantastic.
Is it just like a bunch of mini games?
Yes.
Cool.
So I'm gonna tell you.
With that guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you
And that girl.
With Reen and Alyssa.
what happened for me in Tokyo Xanadu. So I want to record. I want to do like a first impression video for Tokyo Xanadu, like a first hour. So I was recording for an hour, and I didn't really start playing until the hour was up.
Yeah, it's
It
a
was
Japanese game. How
huge,
could you?
No, it was funny. It was just like a huge like intro. I love the intro.
We played the intro at PSX, didn't we?
No, we didn't.
No, that was the first dungeon,
Yeah.
not the prologue.
Oh.
So I was playing. I was learning the world, and then I got free roam to the school in the city. I'm like, gotta talk to every NPC.
Yeah, you do actually.
And I totally did.
I do it too.
You got to.
You gotta.
I gotta fill my book.
Yeah,
Or
your book autofills, and you like don't even know. Like I've walked in the middle of the station, and I'll be like, "There's like just a guy walking." I'm like, I run up, and I'm like, "Are you named?" Yes, you are. Click. Random
Your friends
person,
have been updated.
Yeah, random person gets filled out in this book, and I'm like,
So random.
great.
Yes.
Gotta
I-
talk to everyone.
I was looking around. I'm like, where else haven't I explored? Oh, there's stairs here. And I look down. There's an old lady. I talked to that old lady. It's like, friend tab has been updated. I'm like, yes.
Yes.
And
gotta
then
do it.
And then like an hour happened. I'm like, okay, I gotta go to work. That's probably where the game starts.
Yep.
And then,
Oh yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna record a real 1 hour thing. After that, that was pretty.
Even
fun.
that.
So that was my first foray into Tokyo Xanadu.
Okay, now I gotta binge it because I gotta beat it ahead of Nick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna beat it
I'm
before
gonna
you.
stay ahead of you forever.
Unless you don't play it.
Now I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna binge it again. 7 hour
But I do like-
freeze is what I do.
I did like the vibe I was getting from Tokyo Xanadu. I like Toa.
Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. I know Toa's great.
Toa is your cousin in this.
Toa's
That's
amazing.
random.
Dude,
Okay.
It's just.
it's so good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Have you
And
walked
she's
in?
your sensei.
Have you run into the video game the electronic shop yet?
Yes. And I looked everywhere. Yes, I saw. And I'm like,
You know it.
yep.
I
I looked in there. So they're like, I'm like,
and I'm
are
like-
they really showing a trailer of this game that hasn't come out in America? No, wait, that's number 2.
It's number 2.
Thank
yeah.
goodness.
They just
Is
have the
there a
poster.
bookstore?
Apparently, the poster is the first time that poster was ever revealed
Really?
in Japan. Yeah.
That's funny.
And yes, there's a bookstore, and all like the Trails mangas in it. Like Falcom does not stop to like. They're like shill all the time. There's like Yee's stuff in it. There's all the Trails manga. There's like magazines with Sarah,
Yeah.
Toa, and
yeah,
stuff.
and I was like, what is this? Is this made up? Yeah, it's made up.
Is our favorite book Jesus Christ?
No,
Who
it's
Dies
not.
Next?
no.
it's not in
That's
there.
Cold Steel exclusive.
Damn it. So real
Oh, man, I
real
love
question though.
Xanadu.
Like you kind of know where I am with Falcom games. Do you think I would be into
No.
this at all?
No.
No. Okay. Okay.
You have to talk. You have to
don't
put
like
in
talking
the
to
effort.
people, and I always talk to people.
You need to want to explore, talk to people.
I like exploring. I just don't like talking to random NPCs. That
They're
I'm
not
interested in
random. They're
seeing.
actually people, and they talk about like your backstory, or talk about like I talked to some random girl. I'm like, who's this girl? And it's like, oh, hi, Ko. And you get to know what Ko used to do back in the day, or what like
Back
what,
in my
what
day.
their friendship is. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then you get to notice that the nurse. I talked to the nurse. and
You
the-
would talk to the nurse.
And I was talking to the kid with
It
the
gets
nurse.
so much worse.
And the kid was like, don't look at it, don't look at it, don't look at it. And then
Teachers will go in there and do
Yeah.
the same thing.
And the nurse is like, oh, you naughty boy, you were looking down my shirt. It's like,
Yep.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
the sexy nurse.
There's
She
the
has
sexy
big
nurse.
breasticles, I'm assuming.
not really.
big, but she's like the
They're not like they're not
cute
they're
tea
not like
of
they're
the-
not like overly anime.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not
They're just-
like
she's supposed to-
Xenoblade.
yeah, she's supposed to be a hot nurse, I guess.
Ah.
She's just a hot nurse.
Got it.
Yeah. Oh man, that intermission. I just got a huge story hit. What they do in this game is just
It's good. I like it. I like
it's
what
crazy.
I played. It's good. It's good. I want to see what's next.
Oh, have
But-
fun.
I also beat Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Ooh.
I said I am done doing side quest. I gotta beat this and suck the parasite, or take the parasite out of my body.
Yep.
Yeah, do it.
Get the monkey off your back.
Yep. And that is exactly what I did.
Yeah, and
Better
than the first one.
Yeah, I enjoyed it way better than the first one. I think the reason why I enjoyed it better than the first one is because it was on the Switch and not the Wii.
Yeah, see, Switch is the best console.
Okay, Nick. Okay,
It's just the Wii was playing on the Wii, especially my Wii U. It just made
what a nightmare
it was
that
a
was.
nightmare just to play the game every time. It was annoying. It's like, okay, go in the Wii mode. Wii mode can't load up. Wii mode can't load up. Load up! Dang it!
Whoa. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but this game,
what?
Xenoblade 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have fun playing it, or did it feel like a chore?
I had fun playing it.
Good.
I wanted to do it. I did not get all the rare blades. I got a lot of them though. And
Did you do all the
Cosmos?
side quests?
no, too many side quests. Every rare blade has their own side quest and their own story moment, which is cool.
Loyalty missions.
Yeah.
Did you get Cosmos from
No, I didn't.
Xeno Saga?
I stopped doing blades after a while. I think I have like 20 legendary cores in my thing and like 60 rares because I just stopped doing it because I just didn't care.
Okay.
And I have a 99 common, so
Jeez.
yeah.
All right.
I just had a lot. I just didn't, because those are you use cores, the loot boxes of the game to get blades, and I was like, I don't care. I don't want to do it anymore.
I got enough blades.
Yeah, I got enough. I got my blades. I got my blades that I need. I got Zenobia, who's extremely powerful the way I built her.
Nice.
It's so dumb. Just make her all critical hits, all critical up, and I'll just take her out randomly, and like the life bar of the enemy will go like this, like really slow, and I take her out and do her moves, and it's like and
Jeez, excited.
dead.
Whoa. Dead. Zenobia.
Whoa.
Zenobia is
Zenobia,
awesome.
you know that name.
Dim crits.
Dim crits. Like everyone in my party was crits, or everyone on Rex at least. But yeah, I beat the game, and I totally called the ending. I was like, really? I guess this is just a theme.
You beat them with the power of friendship, Nick.
Ew.
Is that actually the thing?
They say that.
Oh, God.
Wow.
It's like, I do it for my friends.
Oh,
It's
God.
pretty much like that. It's great.
Oh, God. Rex.
Rex is awesome. But I still laughed out loud when he did say, the first time I heard it, we'll beat them with the power of friendship. It's great.
There should just be a game called The Power of Friendship.
The power of friendship.
Somebody should just straight up call a game that.
They need to redo that meme where it says adventure game with waifu
Robot waifu swords.
robot waifu swords and beats the bad guy with the power of friendship.
Yep, basically.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I beat it. I called all the ending story parts. I'm like, I bet you this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. And I knew the twist is coming at the end. I'm like, okay, of course. And I bet you this is gonna happen right after the twist. Totally did.
Yep.
I had to be extremely vague because that will give away a lot of stuff. But whoever beat the game knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Exactly.
All of it.
Like odds, he knows exactly what you're talking about.
I hope he does.
I don't think he's beaten it yet. I think he's still
No, he
just
is.
doing-
He says he talks about.
Oh, okay.
I got Poppy. I mean, I use Poppy all the time. Yes. I was never surprised about Poppy because of a certain someone.
Yeah, you jerk. Stupid Frieza.
Stupid Frieza.
Stupid Frieza.
Silly Oz. But, yeah. That was great.
Cool.
I was extremely overpowered. I think I beat the final boss. Okay, so there's two forms of the final boss. You get to like a certain point, and then like a story moment happens, and it gets kind of harder, and it takes a long time to hit. I got to a point where I could do a chain attack, and I just overkilled him. Like his health was like 3/4, and I started the chain attack, and it went overkill.
Whoa.
And I was like,
Okay.
who's the master? And the first one, then I get the full burst effect with Tora. It's like awesome.
Nice.
Tora gets the final blow
Wow.
with Poppy.
Wow. Poppy.
That was fun. So yeah, I enjoyed Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It takes there's a lot of jank.
What was your final playtime, Nick?
Final playtime, in-game clock 300 something. Real clock like 105 hours plus.
Cool.
So it's like as long as Persona, but it's probably way shorter if you don't do any of the side quest stuff. Because but I think you need to do side quest stuff to level up your blades. Because to move forward in the story, you need to have certain abilities for your blades to do so.
Well, that's annoying. That reminds me of that X, where you had to be a certain level just to get the next story quest.
Well, it's like you need to open a door, and then you require these abilities.
Oh, that's annoying.
Excuse me, at this level, and then if you equip the blades that beat that level, then you're fine. But if you just rush through the main story, I don't think you could do that.
I see.
But yeah. So it has the charm and humor of a Tales game, and the jank of Final Fantasy 15.
The jank? There's no jank in that game.
The vanilla jank of Final Fantasy 15.
No.
Sometimes.
I'm being serious. There's no jank in that game.
There's super jank.
Skyrim has jank.
I'm talking about jank where you like talk to people in Final Fantasy 15 and they're like, "So, how are you doing, Noctis?"
Oh, okay.
And then you have like you have the jank where like you're on the chocobo, and then you see someone standing on the chocobo running past you.
That never happened to me in my game, but I've seen video clips of it.
And then like you wake up and you're like inside a rock, and you're like you can't move. You're like, oh, that's cool.
No,
that's the jank I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, none of that ever happened to me in like
so there is
80 hours I played.
Exactly. So Xenoblade Chronicles, it has that jank, but it's rare.
Mm-hmm.
But also runs extremely awful. It runs like a PS2 game sometimes.
On handheld or just period?
Period. It runs better not in handheld, but you totally feel it. It's like, wow, ooh, this needs to cook a little more.
This thing's chugging. Yeah. It's sad that like already Switch is running into power problems, because like Breath of the Wild had problems like that as well. So I'm hoping they find a way to optimize that in the future.
Okay. Spaghetti, yes, I did run into a bunch of problems with items falling off the ledges. I have had problems where I'd be fighting a rare monster, and I would topple them off a cliff, and they'll die, and then I wouldn't get any of the goodies.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, well, I killed them really quick,
That's awesome.
but I don't get any good stuff.
That's funny.
But yeah, the game's fun. It takes a while for you to get used to the battle system. At like the beginning, the battle system's extremely slow.
Yeah,
You're like,
I bet.
You're like, stab, slash, stab, slash, and the health bar is like, so barely moving health bar. I forgot that this is also an audio podcast as well.
Exactly. So it looks like I'm going on my phone. I'm checking something. There was a game that came out this week.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if it got up to snuff.
Oh,
So you guys
go up to snuff.
You just keep chatting away. I'm gonna go and see if.
So Devil has seen that running a real person doing the
Really?
yeah.
Okay. Well, that's.
I mean, it wouldn't be an anime if it wasn't really a thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that it's there. And yes, I have seen people do the Naruto run at my high school. So,
Like, ironically,
it's like, I want to be a ninja, and they're wearing their shinobi badges, and it's like, you can't be this. You can't be this. You can't be this weeb. Stop.
You can't be this weeb.
Oh, I think you can be that weeb.
Okay, Smash. That happens a lot. There's this rare guy that you have to fight where you're on this edge, right? And he would have a knockback ability, and he would keep knocking off my characters that I can't control, so they'll die instantly.
Ooh, fun.
And then they their bodies respawn above where you could res them, but I couldn't like focus him because he would just be like, he would be fighting, and then he would combo, he would like counter someone, knock him off, and they'd fly. And it's like, well, okay, I have to do this all myself apparently.
Fun.
All with just Rex, and then he would do a full driver combo. I hate enemies who could do full driver combos in one thing, which is a break, topple, launch, and smash.
Wow. Lame.
Yep.
Pretty lame.
Pretty lame.
So real quick,
Verdict.
I don't think this has a full. I think you need to have 4 reviews to have a score. But there's 2 reviews right now, and they're both 65. So right now it's at a 65.
Dun dun dun.
Not up to snuff. Although I did see Kyle Bossman streamed it this week.
Well, Kyle Bossman loves it.
He does. He loves those Digimon games.
Mm-hmm.
He does enjoy them.
All right.
Okay.
What are we doing?
I don't know. I got questions. Unless there's any other games you want to talk about that we
Oh no,
played?
but we got to end before like 5, so I can.
Before 5?
Before
So before 3 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before 3 hours from now, because I need to kill an elder dragon before the beta stops.
Gotcha. So we'll run for another 2 hours then.
Good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, we already did that one. So we're going to do some questions. If you want to ask us a question, go join our Discord. And the link's in the description below. And we have a section just to ask us questions.
Man, it would have been great if I had like a link here. I was able to hold up a link.
Link.
I don't have link. I do have an amiibo of Link, actually.
So instead of a link, I'll put a Warhammer?
What?
No. A link, like a link to the thing.
I get it. No, she meant actual link, like a link.
No, I know. She's trying to make a pun.
I know, but so I decided to be random and say, I'm going to grab a Warhammer. We now have a Warhammer. Okay. So, from Smash, there's a lot of Smash questions. What's some of your most... Oh, we already did that one. What does your ideal podcast set have and look like?
Oh, dang.
That's not going to work.
Yeah, it is.
Just leave.
Stop it.
Just stop.
Get some help.
Got it.
Wow.
Um,
So,
wow.
what is our ideal podcast set look like? Not in my room.
Yeah. I'd love to have one of those, like... So Kind of Funny has a pretty cool desk where they have like a little video board in the front and there's like enough room.
Yeah, I want an actual like official desk, not this, cheap fold-up table.
Yeah.
Physical desk.
I want a studio.
I want
a studio that have something like this. I will still want stuff like this in the background, but I also want like a lot more art, and you could see the art.
Yeah, and like lights where it's not bouncing off the glass and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then we have multiple cameras and not just a webcam. We have actual cameras.
Yeah, like somebody manning the cameras so we can change angles and play videos while we're talking.
Yeah, well, we need someone manning the station who's not part of the podcast but would want to man the station, not have Maddie because Maddie's part of the podcast. Yeah. Maddie's laughing at something.
I'm not
Reading
the fact
the Twitch
that
comments.
that devil actually tried to do the Naruto run and track, like to help him, and he's all like, "It doesn't do anything for me." On top of it, looked silly, so I stopped. I'm like, "That's awesome."
Yeah. So we have dreams.
Yeah.
We all could dream, but that's
I have lots of dreams.
That's not going to be for a while.
Yeah. Well,
Unless you all go to our Patreon right now and donate.
That's true.
We do have a Patreon, by the way.
Click.
Here's from Spaghetti.
Lots of spaghetti.
Will we see a spoiler cast for Tales of Berseria and Zestiria?
It would be a combo.
Yeah. I would say not a spoiler cast, maybe just a discussion.
Which would technically be a spoiler cast because we'd be talking about spoilers, but it'd be discussion, not us talking about what we like about the game. It'd be like deep lore talk.
I could see us doing that for multiple games though, and it doesn't have to be like three of us. It could be just a group. They're different people.
You know what's really funny? There have been more spoiler casts without me than with them because I only did the Persona one, but then you guys did Cold Steel with Kathleen, and then you guys did Sky and Kathleen?
Sky 1 and 2 with Kathleen. 1 and 2.
So Kathleen has technically been on more spoiler casts than me.
Yeah. We've all
Good job,
been on
Kathleen.
more.
We also need to do the Cold Steel 2 spoiler cast. If you could, also from Spaghetti, if you have any guests on the podcast, who would it be?
That's a good one.
Donald Trump.
Voice actor for Yu Narakami. Because he's in everything.
Johnny Young Bosch,
Yes.
a.k.a. the Black Ranger.
The Black Ranger.
He's also Joshua Bright.
That Joshua Bright?
That Joshua Bright.
Really?
Joshua Bright.
Yeah, he's Joshua.
He's also
He doesn't-
Zero in Mega Man, Marvel's Capcom.
What are we fighting for?
Not that,
No,
no,
not that
the
guy.
real, like an actual good one.
Oh, an actual good Zero.
A fighting one.
I don't know. I think like somebody like Matthew Mercer would be fun. He voices Yosuke in Persona 5. He voices a lot of things. He's Leon in Resident Evil.
We have a lot of voice actor. I mean, we almost had Yuri Lowenthal on.
Yeah, but he's always busy.
He's so busy, but he wanted to be on with
Aaron.
With
Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah.
That would have been cool to do a double podcast with both of them. I'm trying to think of who else.
I would like. Okay, this is like I would like to have the completionist Gerard on.
Gerard,
That'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Peanut Butter Gamer.
Peanut Butter Gamer.
I always
Yeah.
when I first started.
Would you
this,
like JonTron on?
I tried to get JonTron on. I actually emailed him.
No reply.
No,
boy.
I don't know which email to get to him, but I'd love to have JonTron on. And
Smooth McGroove.
no,
Does he do stuff anymore still?
not as often as he used to. I would like to have Maddie on and Kathleen. I love having Kathleen on.
Kathleen's a great guest.
She is very knowledgeable. Has a good radio voice.
Good radio
Good
voice.
radio voice.
I'm trying to think of who else.
I bet you there's a bunch of them that we have, but we're just not thinking about it right there.
Yeah, like anybody from the Persona 5 cast, basically.
People want Laura Bailey on.
Laura Bailey would be cool. Troy Baker. We met Troy Baker once at the IGN thing.
We did. And he's probably like, who the hell is these guys?
Yeah.
Why are they...
He doesn't do Japanese games
Yeah, it's
anymore.
like, why are they handing me some like weeb stuff, man? Did I do a
That
voice
was like
in
right before he got really big. This is like before Last of Us came out and stuff like that. Like he...
Devil doesn't know that we interviewed Aaron.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He's like, wait, they got Aaron Fitzgerald? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. I mean, they did. I wasn't on yet.
We could have her on again, but Taylor's scared to have her on again.
I'm not scared. I just feel like...
You're
like
bugging her too
we're...
much?
Kind of. Well, it's like... Here's the thing. They're doing it out of the kindness of our heart. What are we giving them in exchange? Like, we don't have a huge reach, so it's like... The audience reach isn't like...
We helped her get affiliated on Twitch.
I did. Well, I guess I used the LHG Twitter to reply, but she was trying to figure out how to get affiliated. I'm like, I'll just do like Q&As or something with IRL.
They both.
Yeah, her and her friend. Yeah,
both got affiliated already.
That's funny.
They just had to stream more.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like crazy long shot stuff. Like it'd be awesome to have like
Shuhei Yoshida.
Yeah, Shuhei Yoshida, like Hironobu Sakaguchi, like the creator of Final Fantasy, would be freaking awesome. Like, but he's off in Hawaii surfing, making mobile games or whatever. So, but yeah,
the Falcom president.
Oh,
sure.
Yeah.
yes.
I mean,
for you guys,
Ben was on. I would like to have people on here, like actually be here as a guest
instead of Skyping in. Yeah,
but we need a studio. Patreon. Yeah. Get on that, guys. It's a goal. $2,000. We're not gonna get that for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we had Aaron, we had Sean, we had Ben, we had Brad.
Sean has so much.
That's it.
Yeah, we got Sean again. That was fun.
Yeah, we should have Sean.
You should get that Rivali voice intro where he's just scorning our podcast because it's Rivali.
That would be amazing.
that was part of my idea for the video. Here's some behind the scenes.
Oh, that video. Yeah.
No, it's a different video.
No, you told us about that one too.
Which one?
The one where it's like I like toast, but there's like a bunch of
no,
reviews
not that one.
What the?
No,
no, I have another idea that I'm never gonna do.
The Tokyo Xanadu one. It's gonna be like, so you play as emo Reen Swartzer, and then it has Ko talking, and it has Sean doing like an emo voice instead.
I'm Ko, and I like
he's not emo.
I know he's not emo.
You gotta protect him at all costs. He's so sweet.
Yeah, but it's really funny. It's just emo.
Just like Vanille, you have to protect her at all costs, Maddie.
Who?
From Final Fantasy 13, Vanille.
You think I know who the hell that is?
No.
Do you think I know who the hell Ko is?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Because you played him as him, and
so Vanille
PSX.
has pink hair and she runs like this.
Oh.
That's all you need to know. She has a weird weapon.
Great.
She has an Australian accent.
Oh.
And she's always optimistic.
Yes.
Okay.
She's
So-
totes adorbs.
So next question. We have a lot of guests. You guys could help us get those guests if you ask them for us.
What?
Yeah. Because that's what Taylor did for up at noon.
Yeah, that's how we got Aaron on Up at Noon, because I just recommended like Aaron to Greg Miller when he was still doing that show, and he was like, oh yeah, sure. I don't think he knew who Aaron was at the time. And then like on the actual show, he's like, let's make sure we thank Taylor Hoyt for getting Aaron on here. And then we talked after, and so I don't know. We were just
That's
buddies.
how we know Aaron.
Yeah, because I actually met her. And there's a really weird picture of the two of us. Like I was just wanted like a picture, and she like did this thing where she like put one leg up and she's like getting all crazy. Like it's really weird.
Oh, Chie.
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Futago asks, what is the hardest challenge you ever overcame in a game? I beat Xenoblade Chronicles 1.
Oh, 1. The hardest challenge. There's like this. I forget what game it is. There was this one game on PS3 that was super hard. It was called like Blood Rain Betrayal or something like that. It was like a 2D side scroller, and there's just one part that was like impossible. You're fighting. It's like a boss, and they're like it's like there's two flying bosses, and there's no ground. You just have to keep bouncing between the both of them, and if you fall, then you just die. You have to start over. It was so insanely hard. That one comes to mind. a lot of people did not have trouble with this boss, but I had a nightmare of a time beating Rom in Bloodborne. It's this spider boss. They keep spawning little tiny spiders, and they always one-shot.
Didn't you get lucky to beating them?
I don't remember what happened. I beat him somehow. That one was the hardest boss in that game. It was really funny because people always complain about Vicar Amelia, and I like one-shotted Vicar Amelia. It was like the easiest boss in the game besides the Cleric Beast. So
one of my hardest achievements is beating Matthias in Armored Core 2 arena, in the arena of Armored Core 2.
Okay.
That guy's impossible unless you cheese the game.
All right.
Yeah, and I beat him. It's
Nice.
great. People know who that is. If people know who Matthias is, give me a high five.
High five.
High five.
Mega Man 1. That game is really hard too. I beat Mega Man 1.
Mega Man 1's not that hard.
It's hard.
No, it's not.
It's difficult. It's
No.
difficult.
It's funny how like basic it is. How basic it looks too.
Yeah, it's pretty unforgiving. Maddie, difficult challenges.
Maddie doesn't play difficult games.
She plays every JRPG on hard mode.
I do.
That's easy though, right?
No.
We're just that good.
Ugh.
I mean, okay.
Look at the
I'll
sugars.
take
That was
that.
weird.
But I'd say the Fodra Queen on Tales of Graces.
Oh, yep. Yep, definitely.
Oh, it's easy. What are you talking about?
No, that's actually really hard.
No,
Really
it's easy,
fucking
man.
hard.
It's really hard.
It's hard because a lot of the times I've played games are either like before this podcast were like my hard stuff when I was like young and wasn't as good.
Call of Duty. Call of Duty,
Yeah,
Maddie.
yeah, Call of Duty. You got me. No, freaking! I had at the very beginning, my first trial of Rune Factory. I had trouble with the Rune Factory like Chimera boss when you find Dillis. That was a long time ago, and I'm kind of ashamed that I failed and stopped playing because of that.
You stopped playing because of that?
Yeah. Beating is like not the hardest challenge, but it's like because my guild isn't the greatest. Beating Argus was really hard.
These are all recent.
Yeah, this is all recent, or that was recent.
Getting the silver on Street Fighter. Okay. Because I'm not that good.
Oh, getting the platinum
I'm
in
decent.
Rogue
I'm
Rogue
decent.
Legacy.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
crazy.
god, that was insane.
Oh, I got it. Getting rank 4 in the world in Persona 4 Dancing All Night.
Oh, I got it.
Nice.
Being number 1 in the world in Unreal Tournament 3 PS3.
Being number 1, being the best at everything
Being the best
ever.
at everything ever. Yeah.
I don't know why I did this.
Why did you do that?
I was trying to do this, but you were like in the way. I didn't want to do.
Oh, you're so kind.
So
So I just.
you raise the orb of power. Maddie, that's awesome. No, you're actually high rank on a lot of songs in Persona.
Yeah. I'm rank like 4 through 10 for most of the songs. I'm rank 2. Actually, no, I'm rank 2 in a song.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
In the world?
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's a great feeling.
It's a really great feeling. 'Cause
when-
it's really hard. It's a really hard song to do. It's fast. It's in Persona 4 the anime, it's the credit song for the 2 summer events when Nanako is, detective in love.
Yep.
I don't know. It's like
Dun, dun, dun,
dun, dun, dun. It's like the Love Line song.
dun, dun, dun,
Um,
And it's like it's really fast and like all the notes happen really quickly. And since I'm doing like the extra stuff so I can get a higher score, it's like you just gotta feel it, man. But yeah, I have to like basically get all perfects.
mhm.
And the reason why I'm number 2 is because
I
got 2 grades.
Oh my gosh. So somebody got a King Crazy with all the added extra crap, probably?
Yeah.
That's insane.
You got a King Crazy with all, like, because you get King Crazy with greats and perfects. So you had to get a King Crazy with all perfects.
Wow.
And I was I was like 1 off from doing it, but I got a good instead. And so I ruined my combo.
I remember I was number 1 in Wipeout in one track.
Dang.
And I was
yeah, you were really into
and I was
Wipeout.
like, whoa, how'd that happen?
Ah.
But I'm not lying. I was number 1 in Unreal Tournament
Yeah,
on
I remember
PS3.
that. Yeah, I
There's
remember
actually
that.
video of it.
Crazy.
I was like, what? How is this possible?
Jump around,
I just
jump
play the
around.
game.
Ba, 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 ba.
Well, yeah, because people on PS3 didn't know or would like run around shooting rockets everywhere, and I'll be like jumping off the walls and doing shot combos. And it's like, this is how you play Unreal Tournament, right?
They're like, no.
I had so many videos of duels where I just destroy people. That was great. Just destroy.
them.
I should link them into our Discord. The quality's shit because it was like in 2008 and I had like barely any ability to record footage.
Mm-hmm.
But It's good times.
Good.
Good times. Good times. Next question from Abram. I'm currently playing through all the Final Fantasy games. My question to you all is, if there is a game franchise that you guys want to complete before you kick... Is there a game franchise that you want to complete before you kick the bucket?
Yeah. I'm kind of with him. I want to beat all the Final Fantasies. The main line, none of the spin-offs, none of the MMOs, just,
Just the main ones.
1 through 12, 13, 15.
I really want you to see... I want you to play 1.
I'm going to do the remake of 1, not...
The one.
I've tried it. It's just so
the one
archaic.
without Phoenix Downs.
Yeah, it's insane, dude. I can't do it.
People are posting some pictures on our Discord and I have no idea what they are. I'm scared.
It's a little kitty cat.
What about you, Maddie? What do you want? What franchise do you want to play completely before you kick the bucket, Mr. Bucket?
Nothing really. I guess it'd be Tales.
You're gonna play all the Tales games.
If I had to choose one, I guess. It's not like I could go back in time and replay WoW, because that would be the top one.
I could play Vanilla WoW.
Yeah, play Vanilla WoW. If WoW Classic will come out, and I might be tempted to play that, depending on how classic it is. But I'd love to actually play the fresh experience of Vanilla Burning Crusade, because technically I played the actual Lich King. I was just really young.
Nice.
But I did do a lot of rep grinding.
What about
good times?
The old Personas, like Persona?
No.
No interest.
No interest.
Okay, Nick.
I don't know. All the games, all my franchises that I play, I've played most of them.
Yeah, you beat all the Tales games, right? Or played all of them?
I've played a lot of them.
But is there any you
all the
haven't
English,
played?
all the English ones I've beat.
Okay.
But
except Xillia 2.
Except Xillia 2, yeah, it's true. And Symphonia. I got to the end of I got to 80 hours in and I stopped playing for some reason. I have no idea why.
Okay.
It was on just
to spite the
it was
the
on
fans.
it was on the GameCube it was a GameCube version. So I don't know why I stopped, but I did. Yes.
Trails? I guess I'd want to play Zero and
I'm playing that again right now.
Cool.
I guess.
Zero.
So I just know the full story.
I want Maddie to play Mega Man and beat one.
No.
I want her to beat a Mega Man.
It's so gross. You
Beat
can't
X.
jump and shoot.
Yes, you
It's
can.
impossible.
She can't jump and shoot, man.
It's the name of the game. Jump and shoot, man.
Well, I don't want to play it now, do I?
That's why you gotta.
No.
Everyone in the chat, say Maddie must do a stream of her playing a Mega Man game.
You guys already want me to play a stupid horror game.
That's gonna be fun too.
I'm not playing Mega Man. It's gonna bore me to death. At least horror will be interesting until I freak out.
No, we'll make you play an X, which is easier than Mega
But
Man.
I don't want to do it.
It's so much fun.
So much fun.
Yeah, it is. You run back and forth and you go pew pew and there's no story and who cares?
There's no story. How dare her say that?
There's a dude called Dr. Light and you go up and down.
You're talking about Mega Man.
And you
We're
suddenly
talking about Mega Man X.
Suddenly get armor pieces and it goes dun 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 and your movesets change. Whatever.
There you go.
Yeah,
The Smash has spoken. Maddie must stream Mega Man X.
Why?
because he said so.
He said so. It is required.
Why?
So in case you're wondering, everybody in general chat is posting a bunch of pictures of chocobos.
Of chocobos?
And
Yep.
why?
Because they're precious and adorbs.
You know what's precious and adorbs?
Misadventures of Tronbon greater than all other Mega Man games.
Chombon, I gotta play Chombon.
We gotta beat Mega Man Legends 2 first.
No.
Yeah, so that's the last question. There's one more question from Smash, but you've already talked about Monster Hunter and how you feel.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true. Speaking of that, is it time to go take down the Nergigante?
You gotta take down the big spiky Dargon that gets really pissed off at you when you shoot it in the face.
No, it's time. It is time for Mario Kart.
We could do that for a little bit. What time is it?
It's 2:30.
2:30.
Okay, I got time. I got some time.
For some of the Mario
So are we
Kart.
gonna play Mario Kart?
You can play Mario Kart.
All right, we're gonna play Mario Kart, guys, and we're gonna stream it. So
Are
we'll
we?
be back.
Will we?
Yeah.
Oh well, we could just never leave.
No, because I had to change everything on there.
We could just never leave. It's fine. I'm gonna go play Skyrim for 20 minutes while he sets up. Okay.
Okay.
I can't get out of here.
Yeah, you can't. Wait. First, you got to say bye to the audience.
That was the joke.
I'm done. See you guys.
Bye.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you haven't joined our Discord, it's awesome. We have a lot of cool people who talk about games, anime, TV shows, mechs, fighting games. Oh,
Real life.
Yeah, everything.
We got real
Depressing
this week.
shit.
There was some real stuff that went
There
down.
was some
A lot
real
of real
stuff that
stuff.
went down.
But yeah, if you haven't subscribed on YouTube or if you're listening on iTunes or SoundCloud or wherever, we're everywhere. Google,
We're
iTunes.
everywhere. We're right behind you.
Everywhere.
Talking
We are
about
watching.
sleep.
We are watching you right now.
We know if you're not even.
You who are
nice.
watching that thing on your computer right now, we know what you're watching.
Ooh,
We know,
We know.
and we disapprove.
Yeah, Kimpy, jeez.
Gosh, Kimpy.
You're married
You're
now.
married,
Come on.
Kimpy.
You have a baby.
You have a
What-
baby.
That's such a bad example you're sending. Gosh.
Anyway, we're leaving now.
Okay.
We'll see you next week, Sunday at 1 p.m. like always. See ya. I'm gonna press this button now.
Bye.
Right now.
Tasty little snack.